Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today we're counting down the top 2 United States of America Washington quarter dollar coins collectors should know about, so let's get started. First up, the Washington quarter dollar dated 1974 with the D mint mark, shown today in natural circulated color condition, is a coin that quietly represents an entire era of everyday American life. While it may look like a simple piece of change at first glance, this quarter carries decades of movement, transactions, and history within its worn yet resilient surface. Coins like this were part of daily routines, passing from one hand to another as people bought groceries, paid for transportation, or made small purchases that kept the rhythm of everyday commerce alive. When you take a closer look at a circulated 1974 D quarter, its personality begins to appear through subtle details. The soft silver-gray tone across the coin surface tells us immediately that this piece spent years in circulation rather than remaining untouched in a collector's holder. Slight darkening in the recesses of the design and gentle smoothing on the raised areas show how time and handling slowly shape the appearance of a working coin. On the obverse side, the coin displays the unmistakable portrait of George Washington, a design that has become deeply rooted in American coinage. The dignified profile of Washington has appeared on quarters since 1932, symbolizing leadership, resilience, and national identity. In circulated condition, Washington's portrait begins to show signs of age in a subtle and natural way. The hair above the ear, the cheekbone, and the jawline are often the first areas where friction from handling gently smooths the details. Rather than diminishing the design, this wear gives the coin a sense of character and lived history. Just beside the date sits the small D mint mark, indicating that this quarter was produced at the Denver Mint. The Denver Mint has been responsible for producing billions of coins over the decades, helping supply currency for everyday transactions across the United States. The natural circulated color of the 1974 quarter often displays a calm mixture of gray tones. Some areas appear brighter where the coin rubbed against other coins, while darker tones may appear around lettering, numbers, and design recesses. Every tiny scratch or contact mark visible on the coin's surface reflects its journey through years of movement. These marks formed gradually as the quarter shared pockets and coin trays with many other pieces of currency. Turning the coin over reveals the reverse design featuring the American bald eagle. The eagle stands proudly with wings spread wide, perched above a bundle of arrows that symbolize strength and readiness. Below the eagle are olive branches, representing peace, creating a powerful balance between strength and harmony within the design. Even after years of circulation, the eagle remains a bold and recognizable image. The highest points of the feathers may show gentle wear, but the overall composition continues to project strength and dignity. By 1974, the Washington quarter had already become one of the most familiar coins in American pockets. Millions of people handled coins like this daily without realizing they were touching a small piece of history. The coin is made from copper-nickel clad composition, a metal combination introduced in the mid-1960s when the United States Mint stopped using silver in circulating quarters. Inside the coin lies a copper core, layered between outer sheets of nickel alloy. This structure provided durability while allowing the coin to remain affordable to produce. The reeded edge of the quarter adds both visual and tactile detail. Even after decades of circulation, the small ridges around the edge are still visible, though slightly softened from wear. Coins like the 1974 D quarter remind us that everyday objects often experience extraordinary journeys. This small coin may have traveled through cities, towns, and rural communities over many years. It may have passed through cash registers in restaurants, small shops, gas stations, and countless other locations where people relied on coins for daily purchases. Collectors often find circulated coins fascinating because they show authentic signs of real-world use. Each mark and color change represents a moment in the coin's long history. When examining circulated quarters, collectors frequently study specific areas where wear appears first, such as Washington's cheek or the eagle's breast. Under bright lighting, the coin surface may reveal delicate hairline scratches that formed through years of friction with other coins. These small lines create a unique texture that makes every circulated coin different from the next. Holding a coin like this can create a strong connection to the past. It reminds us that before digital transactions and mobile payments, coins were essential tools of everyday life. In a YouTube video, a coin like the 1974 D Washington quarter becomes more than currency. It becomes a storytelling object that invites viewers to imagine its journey. The Washington quarter design has proven remarkably strong over time, maintaining its visual balance even after decades of circulation. As modern economies move further into digital payment systems, physical coins like this gain historical significance as reminders of a tactile financial world. The small imperfections across the coin surface give it personality and authenticity, transforming it from a simple manufactured object into a unique historical artifact. Even though millions of 1974 quarters were produced, every circulated example develops its own character through years of use. The Denver Mint's role in producing this coin reflects the scale and efficiency required to support the nation's daily commerce. Studying a circulated coin encourages patience and curiosity, allowing collectors to appreciate details that might otherwise go unnoticed. This quarter likely passed through the hands of many different people, quietly supporting countless transactions across decades. The pairing of Washington's strong portrait on the obverse with the proud eagle on the reverse creates a design that feels timeless and balanced. Every worn detail and subtle color variation on the coin's surface reflects years of real-world movement and exchange. Next step. The Washington quarter dollar, dated 1967 without a mint mark, shown today in natural circulated color condition, is a coin that quietly represents a fascinating chapter in the story of American currency. At first glance, it may appear like an ordinary quarter that once passed through countless everyday transactions, but when we slow down and truly observe it, the coin begins to reveal the atmosphere of the 1960s, a time when the United States was experiencing dramatic social change, technological progress, and economic transformation. The circulated condition of this 1967 quarter immediately tells us that it was not preserved in a vault or protected in a collector's case. Instead, it lived the life it was designed for, moving from hand to hand through grocery stores, restaurants, gas stations, and local markets. The soft grey tones and gentle surface wear are not flaws but evidence that the coin spent decades participating in the rhythm of daily commerce. On the obverse side of the coin appears the unmistakable profile of George Washington, a design that has symbolized American leadership and stability for generations. Washington's portrait, introduced to the quarter in 1932, quickly became one of the most recognized images in United States coinage. In circulated condition, Washington's hair and facial features show subtle smoothing from years of handling. The highest areas of the portrait, particularly the hair above the ear and the cheekbone, are often the first places where the effects of circulation appear. This gentle wear gives the portrait a sense of realism, as though the coin itself has aged along with the decades it has traveled through. One particularly interesting detail about the 1967 quarter is the absence of a mint mark. During the mid-1960s, the United States Mint temporarily removed mint marks from circulating coins in order to discourage collectors and investors from hoarding coins during a national coin shortage. Because of this decision, quarters produced in 1967 do not display mint marks even though they were manufactured at multiple minting facilities. This small detail connects the coin directly to an important economic moment in American history. The natural circulated color of the 1967 quarter usually appears as a calm blend of silver-gray tones. Some areas may look slightly darker where oxidation settled into recessed spaces of the design, while other sections appear lighter where constant contact polished the metal. Every tiny scratch and contact mark visible on the coin's surface represents part of its long journey through everyday life. These marks formed gradually as the coin shared pockets and cash drawers with countless other pieces of currency. Turning the coin over reveals the powerful reverse design featuring the American bald eagle with its wings spread wide. The eagle stands proudly above a bundle of arrows, symbolizing strength and national defense. Below the arrows are olive branches, representing peace, creating a design that beautifully balances the ideas of power and harmony. Even after years of circulation, the eagle remains a strong and recognizable figure. The highest points of the feathers may show signs of wear, but the overall structure of the design still communicates the original artistic vision. By 1967, the Washington quarter had already been in circulation for more than 3 decades, becoming an essential part of American daily life. The coin is made from copper-nickel-clad composition, a metal structure introduced in 1965 when the United States stopped using silver in quarters due to rising metal prices. Inside the coin is a copper core that is sandwiched between layers of nickel alloy. This design allowed the coin to remain durable while also reducing the cost of production. The reeded edge of the quarter, with its evenly spaced grooves, adds both a tactile and visual element to the coin. Even in circulated condition, the ridges remain visible though slightly softened by years of use. Coins like the 1967 Washington quarter remind us how everyday objects quietly participate in history. This small coin may have traveled through cities, towns, and rural communities across the country. It may have been used to buy newspapers, pay bus fares, purchase snacks from vending machines, or complete countless small transactions that defined daily life. Collectors often find circulated coins especially fascinating because they show authentic evidence of real-world use rather than perfect mint condition. When examining coins like this, collectors often focus on specific areas where wear appears first, including Washington's cheek and the eagle's breast feathers. Under bright lighting, the surface may reveal delicate hairline scratches created by years of friction with other coins. These lines form unique textures that ensure every circulated coin looks slightly different from all the others minted in the same year. Holding a coin like this can create a surprising connection to the past, reminding us how physical money once played a central role in everyday commerce. In a YouTube video, a coin such as the 1967 Washington quarter becomes much more than a simple piece of metal. It becomes a storyteller that invites viewers to imagine the many places it may have traveled. The Washington quarter design has proven remarkably durable, maintaining its visual strength even after decades of circulation. As the modern world moves increasingly toward digital payments and electronic transactions, coins like this gain new significance as tangible pieces of history. The small imperfections on the coin's surface add personality and individuality, transforming it from a mass-produced object into a unique artifact. Even though millions of 1967 quarters were minted, each circulated example carries its own distinct appearance created through years of movement. The United States Mint's decision to remove mint marks during this period adds an additional historical layer that makes coins from this era particularly interesting to study. Looking closely at a circulated coin encourages patience and curiosity, allowing collectors to appreciate details that might otherwise go unnoticed. This quarter likely passed through many hands over the decades, quietly supporting everyday economic activity. The pairing of Washington's dignified portrait on the obverse with the proud eagle on the reverse creates a timeless and balanced design that continues to represent American coinage. Every softened line, subtle tone variation, and worn detail on the coin's surface reflects years of real-world use and human interaction.